The 4P's product price place promotion are the core levers a marketer can pull to create, deliver, and capture value. Think of them as the four wheels of a car. If any wheel is flat, the journey stalls. Conceptually, the 4P's translate market insight into actionable decisions that align with a firm's overall strategy, for example, cost leadership versus differentiation. Strategically, they help answer three big questions. 1. What should we offer? 2. How much should we charge? 3. Where and how will customers obtain it? 4. How will we tell them about it? By treating the 4P's as a linked system, rather than isolated choices, managers can design a coherent value proposition that supports competitive advantage and long-term profitability. Example: Apple's iPhone uses premium product design, a high price, positioning selective distribution through carriers and its own stores, and a global promotion campaign that emphasizes aspirational lifestyle, all four wheels turning together to sustain a luxury brand image. Product decisions start with identifying the right attributes that satisfy customer needs, size, features, quality, or sustainability, for instance. Branding attaches a name, logo, and story that differentiate the offering and create emotional ties, for example, Nike's swoosh signals performance. The product lifecycle PLC introduction, growth, maturity, decline helps managers forecast costs and profits at each stage. Mathematically, a simple lifecycle profit model can be expressed as profit sub T equals P sub T minus C sub T times Q sub T minus F sub T, where P sub T equals price in period T, C sub T equals variable cost per unit, Q sub T equals quantity sold, and F sub T equals fixed cost, research and development, advertising. By estimating Q sub T using demand forecasts and assigning stage-specific costs, firms can compute expected cumulative profit and decide when to invest in product upgrades or phase out. Real-world analogy: think of a newborn baby introduction, needing intensive care, high research and development, low sales, growing into a teenager, growth demanding more resources, marketing spend becoming an adult, maturity, where maintenance costs stabilize, and finally aging, decline, where the family decides whether to retire the product or reinvent it. Pricing is where economics meets psychology. Price elasticity, E, measures how quantity demanded reacts to a price chain. E equals % delta Q divided by % delta P. If absolute E greater than 1, the product is elastic, price sensitive. If absolute E less than 1, it is inelastic. Knowing elasticity guides whether a price cut will increase revenue. Break-even analysis determines the sales volume, where total revenue equals total cost. Break-even quantity Q star equals fixed costs divided by price minus variable cost per unit. Optimal pricing often uses marginal analysis. The profit-maximizing price P star occurs where marginal revenue Mr. equals marginal cost MC. For a linear demand curve, P equals a minus BQ, Mr. equals a minus 2 BQ, setting Mr. equal to MC yields. P star equals a plus MC divided by 2. Example: a coffee shop finds its daily fixed costs $200, variable cost per cup $1, and estimates demand elasticity of -1.5. Using break-even, it needs to sell 200 divided by price minus 1 cups. If it charges $3 per cup, break-even volume is 100 cups. Because demand is elastic, a 25-cent price reduction could boost sales enough to raise overall profit, which the elasticity formula confirms. Place distribution decides how the product moves from producer to consumer. Channel design involves choosing between direct, company-owned stores, website, and indirect, wholesalers, retailers' routes. Logistics cost calculations capture transportation, warehousing, and handling expenses. A basic logistics cost model. Total logistics cost equals the sum over I from 1 to n of transportation sub I plus, warehousing sub I plus handling sub I, where each component can be expressed per unit, for example, 10 cents per mile per pallet. Coverage strategies define the market reach. Intensive, many outlets, for example, Coca-Cola. Selective, few but strategic outlets, for example, luxury watches, or exclusive, single outlet, for example, high-end furniture. The choice balances cost against desired brand perception. Analogy: delivering a pizza. A small pizzeria may sell only from its own shop direct to keep quality control exclusive. A large chain uses third-party delivery apps, indirect, to reach more customers quickly, intensive, but pays commissions that increase logistics cost. Promotion mixes the communication tools that tell customers why they should buy. Media allocation determines how budget is split among TV, digital, print, outdoor, etc. The classic AIDA model, attention, interest, desire, action, helps structure messages and budgets. ROI, return on investment, for each media channel can be calculated as ROI equals incremental sales minus media cost divided by media cost. Marketers often use a media mix model, MMM, that regresses sales on spend across channels, yielding an elasticity for each media type. The budget is then allocated to maximize overall ROI, subject to constraints: total budget minimum spend per channel. Example: a fashion brand has $1 million promotion budget. MMM shows TV has 1.2 sales per dollar elasticity, digital 1.8, print 0.9. Allocating more to digital yields higher ROI, but the brand may keep some TV spend for brand building, non-direct sales benefit. The AIDA framework would assign TV to generate attention, digital to nurture interest, desire, and email to drive action. Integrated marketing mix planning ensures the 4P's work together rather than at cross purposes. The marketing mix matrix plots each P against strategic dimensions such as cost, differentiation, and customer reach. A simple 2x2 matrix can be built. Columns: low-cost focus and high differentiation. Product: basic features under low-cost focus, premium features under high differentiation. Price: competitive under low-cost focus, premium pricing under high differentiation. Place: wide distribution under low-cost focus, selective exclusive under high differentiation. Promotion: price-driven messages under low-cost focus, story-driven messages under high differentiation. Managers fill the matrix based on the chosen overall strategy, for example, cost leadership versus differentiation. The goal is to achieve internal consistency. A low-cost product should not be sold at a premium price or promoted with luxury imagery. Analogy: building a balanced meal. Protein, carbs, vegetables, and fats, the 4P's, must each be present in the right proportion to meet nutritional goals. Too much fat, high price; with little protein, weak product, leads to an unhealthy dish, poor market fit. Performance metrics translate marketing actions into measurable outcomes. Key performance indicators, KPIs, for each P include product market share, defect rate, new product success rate; price, gross margin, price realization index, price elasticity; place, order fill rate, distribution coverage percent, logistics cost per unit; promotion cost per lead, conversion rate, advertising ROI. A marketing audit reviews these metrics against targets, identifies gaps, and recommends corrective actions. Financial impact is assessed through incremental profit analysis. Incremental profit equals delta revenue minus delta marketing cost minus delta operating cost. Dashboard tools visualize KPIs over time, enabling quick control decisions. For example, if promotion ROI falls below 150%, the audit may suggest reallocating spend from low-performing TV spots to higher ROI social media ads. Analogy: a car's dashboard gauges speed, fuel, engine temperature, and oil pressure. Each gauge, KPI, tells the driver manager whether the vehicle marketing plan is operating within safe limits, prompting adjustments like refueling, budget reallocation, or slowing down price change. Explain how price elasticity influences the choice between a penetration pricing strategy and a skimming pricing strategy. Penetration pricing sets a low initial price to quickly gain market share. It works best when demand is elastic, absolute E greater than 1, because a small price reduction leads to a proportionally larger increase in quantity, raising total revenue. Skimming pricing sets a high initial price to capture consumer surplus from early adopters. It is suitable when demand is inelastic, absolute E less than 1, since customers are less responsive to price, allowing the firm to earn high margins before competitors enter. Using the product life cycle model, outline the appropriate promotion mix for the maturity stage of a consumer electronics product. In maturity, sales growth slows and competition is intense. Promotion should shift from heavyweight brand building, television, sponsorship, to price-focused tactics, discounts, coupons, and differentiation messages, feature upgrades. Media allocation often increases digital and direct response channels to target cost-conscious consumers, while maintaining a modest budget for brand reinforcement. Derive the break-even quantity for a product with fixed costs of $50,000, variable cost per unit $20, and selling price $45. Break-even quantity Q* equals fixed costs divided by price minus variable cost, equals 50,000 divided by 45 minus 20, equals 50,000 divided by 25, equals 2,000 units. Describe 2 advantages and 1 disadvantage of an intensive distribution strategy. Advantage 1 maximizes product availability, improving sales potential. Advantage 2 increases brand visibility and impulse purchase opportunities. Disadvantage: higher distribution costs and potential dilution of brand prestige. A firm's advertising ROI is calculated as incremental sales minus advertising cost divided by advertising cost. If incremental sales are $300,000 and advertising cost is $120,000, what is the ROI and what does it indicate? ROI equals 300,000 minus 120,000 divided by 120,000, equals 180,000 divided by 120,000, equals 1.5 or 150%. This means for every dollar spent on advertising, the firm earned $1.5 in profit over the baseline, indicating a profitable campaign.